Welcome YouTube. Today we've got something a little unique. Before I start talking about Rerestricted, our first map in the double map feature, I want to talk about the special game mode that both these maps are for. They both are made for X-Ball, which is a variation of the classic Halo custom game Paintball. To kind of refresh your memory, paintballs with plasma pistols, it's one-shot kill. It's supposed to be like paintball in real life, you know, because the plasma goo is all around and whatnot. It has a slower travel time than the bullets. Well, X-Ball kind of takes that idea and it really speeds it up and makes it work for Halo 5. Halo 5 was much quicker than the games before it, and you had this expanded movement system and all these different options that make you feel really on edge when you're playing. X-Ball takes those abilities away, but its gameplay makes up for that removal of extended mobility. It's almost like D-Day when you come out of the starting gate. 1, 2, 3 countdown, and boom, there's already people firing at you, and it's crazy, and you gotta get to cover, and you're doing callouts with your teammates to try and single people out. It's really cool. Playing it is really simple. It's a 9-minute time limit each time. There is no pauses for rounds. You get a point when either you eliminate the other team fully, or if you pull at a switch at the enemy team's spawn. Now, the one jarring thing about this is that to refresh the rounds, you die and everybody wipes and they go back to their start. But you don't lose any points for it. It's really quick, it's really rapid, and after 1 or 2 times, you get used to. With the details of X-Ball out of the way, now we're finally going to talk about Rerestricted by the 22V. Rerestricted, and yeah, you read that right, Rerestricted, is set in this post-apocalyptic like city environment. There's lots of destruction, there's the eerie green mist. It's kind of reminiscent of Fallout or something like that, that it suggests, you know, nuclear holocaust or whatever, or absolute decimation via war. This is the environment you're playing in, and it really deviates from, you get this idea of paintball where it's, oh, you're inside a big warehouse building and there's the plastic cover and this and that. But this is like a real battle zone, and now you're playing paintball, and it really expands beyond kind of the parameters of the game mode, and I think that's fun and cool. I'm a big fan of some of the piece use on here, especially some of the overturned tree elements make these the uprooting or whatever. Through all the time I've been forging, I've never seen these pieces used this way. I'm sure someone somewhere else has used it, but this is my first time seeing it, so I think that's really neat. I'm showing a little first-person gameplay here just so you can get an idea of that D-Day element I was talking about, especially right out the gate. How hectic it is, how fast it is, and it's not hectic in a really bad way. It really gets you moving and going and kind of wakes you up in between rounds, which I think is awesome. Now our next map is from someone that needs no introduction, but I'll give him one anyways. It's from Brusky 86. This is Pandorum, a fantasy themed map that is in line with a lot of Brusky's other maps thematically. He has this reoccurring art style with trapezoid pieces and the shiny marble and the tidal grass pieces. He's established this chain of maps that almost seem related. Maybe they are related and I just don't know it, but he's done a good job establishing that reoccurring theme. What I like more about this map though is its layout for X-Ball. A lot of X-Ball maps are like traditional paintball where it's a flat surface and the cover is what you bounce in between. On Pandorum, you work your way into this bowl and you're dipping and diving, and as you work your way lower, you're at a worse vantage point, but you're that much closer to putting pressure on the enemy, and that's really neat. In fact, I'd say there was more movement from side to side on this map than Rerestricted. That's not saying Rerestricted had bad movement or anything, but that bowl, that idea that you can move closer if you go in deeper, maybe sneak your way through, is cool. Beyond that, there's caves to kind of work your way through and bridges and little sneaky routes, and it really mixes things up for an X-Ball map, and that's something I like to see happen more with X-Balls. More different layouts and little gimmicky things like this that can really improve the experience and also help your map stand out. That about does it for this video, and that was a long one for sure. Hopefully you guys liked it. Make sure you give both these maps a try and X-Ball. If you want to find any more X-Ball maps, simply search up the terms X-Ball or X-Ball or anything like that. That should get some things in the search on Waypoint. Otherwise, you can go into Infinite's files. He's the main proprietor of the mode, and he has a bunch of the maps bookmarked. If the 2 maps shown here left you fiending for more, he's got plenty more for you. And remember, if you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe for the channel, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.
30 seconds.